Alright, let's compare the Eotech to the Aimpoint. And I feel this video is important because way back when I was shopping and I only had enough money for one or the other, this was a video I wanted to see. I wanted to know which one was better. Like, from people that are actually running them, what do they like more? Now, I kind of did a video earlier when I first got the Aimpoint and my opinions were different. So, hear me out on this video and I'll go through everything. First, we're just going to talk about specifications in a perfect world where everything is running the way it should be running. Aimpoint. For reticle, you can have any reticle you want as long as it's a 2 MOA dot. So, you're stuck with a 2 MOA dot. With the Eotech, you can have different combinations of reticles. They even got reticles with BDCs in them. Just a whole pile of reticles that you can run. And it's really nice. Your center dot, like on your standard default Eotech, is a 1 MOA dot in the center and a 65 MOA ring around it. I like that ring a lot. It's super easy to pick up fast-moving targets. Because, like, for example, I was deer hunting once, and this deer's crashing through the brush, basically jumps on top of me. You just put the big dot on it, and then if you need to make a more precise shot, you default to the center. But basically, you're using a 65 MOA dot to do all your close quarters work. And it's really nice, super quick to pick up. It stands out. Like in the woods, there's a whole bunch of different shapes and objects and colors, so your 2 MOA dot can blend in. It could be a little bit hard to pick out unless you have the brightness cranked right up. I prefer the 65 MOA dot with a single 1 mil dot or 1 MOA dot in the center over the 2 MOA dot any day of the week. I like that a lot. Field of view. The Eotech has a very big lens. Yes, this is my girl's rifle, and I'll explain why it's on this rifle later, but let's just talk about the sight for now. Ignore the pink rifle, please. So you get a much bigger field of view, much bigger viewing window. The Aimpoint, it's quite small. It's almost like looking through a toilet paper tube. Like, it really just narrows down, so you lose a lot of your field of view. Obviously, with a red dot, though, you will be shooting with both eyes open. But with the Eotech, it's just easier to pick it up. Like, it's more instinctive. Typically, like, if I draw up, like, oh, I see something running, I pull up, chances are that object is inside of this glass because the glass is so big. The Aimpoint, I see my target, I pull up on it, it may or may not be in the glass, and then I gotta use my other eye to look for familiar scenery, and then put it inside the glass. Where the Eotech, chances are it's already in the glass. Percentage speaking, you have a higher likelihood of it being in the glass with the Eotech over the Aimpoint. Weight. The Aimpoint Comp M5 is a lighter optic. You're looking at 8.4 ounces. The Eotech, you're looking at 9 ounces. Battery life. With the Aimpoint, you're looking at 50,000 hours of battery life. That's 5 years with it being on. So in theory, what you do is you turn it on and you leave it on, and like once a year on New Year's or your birthday or some sort of time where you'll remember, you replace the battery. So you never shut it off, it's always on, it's always ready to go. And I have missed game, because if you press down, this turns on for 4 hours. If you press up, it turns on for 8 hours. I'd flip it on, turn it on for 4 hours, so this way it don't kill my battery. 5 hours or so later, I mean, yes, ideally you'd just press the button every once in a while and it would stay on, but a period of time later, a deer came out, red dot was off, clicked it on, lost my shot. 1 second. Lost my shot. And for like a survival rifle or something like that, that's bad. You want your sight to be ready, day or night, anytime, sleeping or awake, or say this was like by my bedside, and all of a sudden something happened and I needed to use it in the night. Well, I need to press the button first. What if I'm panicked and I forget to press the button? The sight's off. So the Aimpoint has a huge advantage in that sense. Alright, next, what do they come with for features? With the Aimpoint, you're going to get lens caps, nice. QD mount, nice. Night vision capable, double nice. With the Eotech, you do not get lens caps. You do not get a QD mount. I don't know if the newer ones have it, but this one is not night vision capable. Now, the newer ones may have that. I also think that the battery life on the newer ones might be more, because I swear this was only like 40 hours or something like that, but when I went on their website, it's saying 1,000 hours. So, I don't know. This is like 2010 era, 2012, somewhere in there. I've had this for a really long time. Alright, so the Aimpoint comes with a whole bunch of extra features. Price difference. The Aimpoint's about twice as much as the Eotech. That's a lot. Yeah, you get some extra features, but that's a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. I don't even know any of the words, but that's huge. That's another word. So, is the Aimpoint worth twice as much? That's a really good question. Next advantage the Aimpoint has is it takes a AAA battery. So like the end of the world or whatever, you can find AAA batteries basically anywhere. Remote controls, any grocery store, no matter what, they will have AAA batteries if there's a battery present. The Eotech, when I bought this, the CR123 was not that popular. I can't remember if I had to order the battery online or if I just had to hunt a whole bunch of stores. I ultimately did find one. This isn't that common of a battery. It's a lot more common now than it was back in 2010, but it's still a lot more rare than your just AAA battery. So the Aimpoint gets a huge advantage with the battery. Alright, so now let's go back and let's talk about my actual experience. Let's bring my experience into this on how I feel about it. Full disclosure, I have broken this Eotech. It didn't break to where it wouldn't use. Basically, like the reticle, there was some sort of smear on the inside of the glass. So you had your reticle, but then there was like 2 or 3 more reticles kind of just slightly offset. Yeah, my 1 MOA dot, that stayed right where it needed to be, but the 65 MOA ring was like smeared and drugged down, almost kind of like a comet tail. I sent it to them, they fixed it, haven't had a problem since. Okay? What about the Aimpoint? I have had this for less than a year. Has it been a year? I'm almost positive less than a year. That's less than 12 months. I have already went through 3 battery changes. That's like 1 every 3 months. That means my realistic battery life for this particular red dot, and I'm using it like on the middle setting. It's not all the way bright. It's like 4 or 5 down from all the way bright. I'm only getting about 2,000 hours battery life. That's a problem. Now, because I just changed the battery, it's which inspired me to do this video. So, I've been burning through batteries like crazy. Like I said, I'm getting like 2,000 hours. That is a far cry from 50,000 hours. Last time I brought this topic up, they're like, oh, you got to run this special battery or this special battery. Dude, I just buy the most expensive Energizer AAA batteries I can buy. I'm 90% sure they're even lithium. It's chewing through batteries rapidly, and I don't know why. It even made one battery explode. I don't know. And now it may be broken. So, yes, I did also break this, but this was still totally usable. My dot was still functional. Yeah, that dot is functional too, so I'm giving them kind of a pass. Neither of them have held up if that one is broken. And I feel like it is. I mean, I'm burning through batteries like a madman. Alright, so past that, the biggest problem I have with red dots is the fact that everyone that talks about them says you need to have backup iron sights. Backup iron sights. That statement in itself is a complete turnoff for red dots. Why in the shit would I need a second pair of sights? Do you need a second pair of sights for a scope? No. Do you need a second pair of sights for an ACOG? No. But now you need them for a red dot? I get like you should have some, in case of shit. But that's a different statement from you need backup iron sights when you run a red dot. I don't like the fact that my primary sighting system is so unreliable, I need a secondary sighting system. So let that sink in. Like, you want me to put a sighting system on my survival rifle that has the reliability that is so incredibly shitty, I need to have backup iron sights. That is the biggest turnoff ever. The next turnoff is, and why I used to like the Aimpoint over the Eotech, is battery life. With the Eotech, like a serious rifle, you need to have, and I'm saying you need to have, spare batteries on the rifle somewhere or on your persons if you're using the rifle. That's ridiculous. Why would I want to add extra weight to the rifle, or why would I want to carry around batteries? Now that the Aimpoint is not performing as advertised with, shit, I would even be happy with half the battery life. 25,000 hours, I'd be golden. I'd be happy. I'd even be fine with 12,000 hours. But 2,000 hours, that's less than a year. That's like 3 months. So, with this one, you need to have, if the rest of them function like this one, batteries on the rifle somewhere, spare batteries, or on your persons. And I don't like that. This is coming off. Now that I've burnt another battery, that is coming off and it's getting an ACOG. There is no need for secondary sighting systems. There is no need to have batteries on the rifle. An ACOG works the way it is. No extra batteries, no extra sighting system. Yeah, I'll keep the backup sight on there in case of shit. I mean, like, what if I decide to use my rifle to club something and I break the glass? I can strip the glass off and use my backup sights, but I don't need them on there. I would never consider an ACOG needing backup sights, but you need them for a red dot. So this will come off. If it's broken, then I'm not even going to use it again. It's going to go to the manufacturer, it's going to get fixed, and then I'm probably going to give it away on a live stream or something. But yeah, that I am not satisfied with this. This was $1,000. And it's got a 2,000 hour battery life. It's possibly broken. Again, you know, that's not confirmed yet, but it's possibly broken. It's just, it's to me, it's not worth it. So, if I was in the market for an Eotech or an Aimpoint, which one would I buy? Eotech all the way. Because the Aimpoint's major advantage was battery life. I'm not getting that battery life. So why spend the extra money? I might as well just get an Eotech and accept the fact that if I need to use it, I got to remember to press the button first. Or if I'm like actively walking around or something, I got to make sure to press the button every couple of hours so it don't shut off on me. Make sure I got batteries somewhere on the rifle or somewhere on my persons before I even grab this rifle. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this video was at least a little bit educational. And if I couldn't even get that, hopefully just a little bit of entertainment. Thank you for watching. Like the support channel on my Patreon right there. I also have affiliate links in the description down below. Just by clicking on those links, even if you don't purchase what that particular link is for, just by clicking on that and doing the Amazon shopping you were already going to do anyway, I don't kickback for it because you came there off my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.